Marsha Blackburn is still trying to find it, though. The Republican Congresswoman is confident that she and Republicans can. Congresswoman, always good to have you. When your leader says, oh, my God, and more or less seems to be at wit's end how to deal with this, how do you respond to it? What do you do?
Well, Neil, I will tell you, when you talk to people all across this country, that is the response that many of them were giving, because they know that we are now at a $10.7 trillion debt, and they're beginning to say, what in the world is happening with all of this spending? And yes, indeed, there are alternatives that are out there, and as you well know, there are some of us, going back to the start of all the bailout talk and the TARP talk, we had other suggestions and a different way to come at solving this problem and looking at items that would be a true stimulus. You know, the Obama package talks about creating 3 million jobs over the next few years, and if you divide it out, that's about $275,000 a job that they would spend to try to create those jobs. So we know that there is a different way to handle this. We know that leaving that money with the taxpayer, leaving it in those communities, never bringing it to Washington, will not only get it into the mainstream faster, but it also keeps Washington from increasing their spending.
Yeah, but you know, that's not going to happen, Congresswoman. I mean, the numbers are daunting, and I think from another Democratic operatives I've talked to just since I've been here, they say that, you know, you guys can whine and moan all you want. The fact of the matter is the numbers favor them. They could do this whole stimulus thing without you. What do you say?
Well, you know, voting no is not whining and moaning. And proposing legislation like my sales tax deductibility, like across-the-board spending cuts, those are positive steps. And they're things that we should be doing.
I'm not wrapping your plans. I'm wrapping the fact that you're in numbers where you can't enact them, and that the Democrats feel they've got this sort of goodwill freight train going, and they're just going to ram this past you.
Neil, never underestimate the power of the American people. And on more than one occasion, they have said, no, Congress, you're not going to do this. They have slapped the hand of Republicans and Democrats in times past, whether it had to do with tax increases, whether it had to do with illegal immigration, whether it had to do with pushing for nationalized health care. There are many things that we could point to, and the American people have just about had their fill of wasteful Washington spending, and they want that money left with them and letting them decide how to use it. Things that could be done, doing away with cap gains, doing away with payroll taxes for a few months, allowing everyone to deduct state income tax and state sales taxes that they pay. Those are immediate stimulus because you leave the money with the taxpayer.
Because right now you can only deduct one or the other. All right, Congresswoman,
That's right.
Thank you very, very much.